The Notav movement in Susa Valley, Italy, has been opposing the proposed Turin-Lyon high-speed railway line for more than 20 years. Tav stands for Treno di Alta Velocità. Over time, the movement has become a symbol of resistance, democracy, and an alternative model of socioeconomic development. The valley is in the Italian Alps west of Turin, near the French border. Its population is about 80,000. The average width of the valley is 1.5 kilometers. The Douro River, 2 state highways, a toll highway, and a 2-track railway line currently run through it. The valley has been an important mountain pass for centuries and has a history of resistance. It was critical as a strategic location for partisans during the Second World War. Its inhabitants were early leaders in workers' rights movements and environmental awareness. This was all fertile ground for the birth of the Notav movement. The European Union began developing the Turin-Lyon project in the early 1990s, initially as a passenger line. Over time, it was transformed into a high-capacity rail for freight. It wasn't until 2005 that real steps were taken to initiate the project, with the beginning of surveys and preparation of the site for an exploratory tunnel in Venaus. Through public protest, and after facing serious restrictions to freedom of movement and police violence, that project was halted. Subsequently, an observatory was formed with various levels of government to provide a voice for citizens. Mayors who do not support the project have not been invited to the table for the last few years. The current project is part of the European Union's 10T Transport Infrastructure Initiative. The portion that affects Susa Valley was initially supposed to be part of a corridor from Lisbon to Kiev. The most recent version runs from Algeciras, Spain, to Budapest as part of the Mediterranean corridor. The international portion includes a 57-kilometer base tunnel through the Alps. In May 2011, the Notav movement began occupying the area near the site of the new exploratory tunnel in Chiamonte, establishing the Free Republic of the Maddalena. On June 27th, police moved in, brutally evicting protesters.
Così ampio, la protesta non si ferma e anzi dalla Val di Susa si trasferisce anche nella capitale, oggi a Roma.
Since then, the site has been under 24-hour military surveillance. The project has an estimated cost of up to 26 billion euros. The duration of the project is between 20 and 25 years, with more than 350 hectares of land being affected through expropriation, use, and so on. Meanwhile, the existing railway line is running nowhere near capacity. The mountains affected are full of asbestos, uranium, and radon gas. The official project explicitly affirms an increase of between 10 and 15% in cardiovascular illnesses for the area. A territory with very shallow water tables, EU proponents have officially stated that Susa Valley will irreversibly lose the equivalent of water necessary for a city of 1 million. The movement itself is dynamic, heterogeneous, and complex, without economic, gender, or age distinctions. Its strength remains its broad grassroots nature and a democratic decision-making process based on consensus. It consists of geographically based committees, along with theme-based ones, such as spintadalbass, the Student Committee, and the Catholic one. Some members are not part of any committee, and there are no leaders. Assemblies ensure committees and the general public can present concepts and ideas, and courses of action are decided through open dialogue. The diversity of the methods, however, makes it truly heterogeneous because of the multiplicity of ways one can contribute. Etinomia, a business association based on ethical business practices and the defense of the common good, has promoted a vision of development based on a just economy. Increasingly, intimidation tactics have been adopted to repress the Notav. Checkpoints limit freedom of movement, and numerous arrests have imprisoned movement members, some for terrorism charges, or placed them under house arrest. Dozens have been victims of police violence. Fortunately, a team of volunteer legal experts assists the movement. Links to the mafia are an additional legal concern. At the same time, 3 of the movement's presidios, or protest meeting sites, have been set on fire and destroyed. Official media channels have generally provided poor and biased coverage. As a result, Internet and social networks have played a fundamental role in connecting people and disseminating information. The movement's Presidioeuropa committee has been actively pursuing dialogue with the European Union and links with other movements. It was a linchpin for the formation of the Forum Against Unnecessary and Imposed Mega-Projects, which, along with other European countries, includes movements from Turkey and Morocco.